Hi, good morning. Welcome to Hecate's Crossing. Right, so let's continue with the crystal alley cards, but today I'm going to face the camera down so you can see. So just give me a moment while I sort this out. Now I know that I can actually pause this and do the shift, so all cool. Starting finally playing with the different program. Okay, so let's continue with the crystal alley cards. Now, in the previous video we talked about the insight card, so I want to show you again what we did. This is just sort of a follow-up from yesterday, but we've got a different set of cards. Let's look at what our insight will be about today. So let's look at our insight. Okay, so we've got that, and then we fan the cards out, and we're focusing on what's our insight for today that's going to be of value to us. What insight? Okay, glasses might help, mightn't it? So the card here, Lapis Lazuli with self-knowledge. So that's our insight card. Okay? Next, we're thinking about our path working. So what's our two path working cards going to be? So bring this up slightly to the end of the table. So that's the top of the card at the top. Oh! I don't feel like it's all three cards. Okay, card number 1 and card number 2. So let's see if we can bring the camera, zoom the camera up a little bit. Let's see what needs to be done. Let's have a look. Okay, back again. Now we're having a look at these cards. So we've got for the intention is self-knowledge with Lapis Lazuli. So this is about, our intention is to discover a lot more knowledge about who we are and what we're about, right? So our path working is we can work with our dreams, okay, with Sugilite, and there's a sense of needing to acceptance, okay, acceptance within ourselves, okay, and that's going to give us self-knowledge as well. Okay, so either path is great. We can either choose to work with our dreams, or we can choose to find a way to accept who we are as an individual and who we are in our lives with Lepidolite, okay? So there you go, interesting. Okay, so now we look at the Trinity, which is mind, body and spirit, right? So let's look at this. So let's shuffle again, thinking about mind, body and spirit. And we start with the body, then we look at the mind, and then we look at the spirit. Okay, so we look at the body first. So we lay the cards out, and we look at the body. Okay, with the body, it's about illumination and Ceresite. So it's like we need to be aware of what our body is actually telling us. What's our body actually telling us at this time? Okay? What's our mind telling us at this time? Is about prayer with Fugilite. That's interesting. Fugilite's come back in. So you can see some of the cards will repeat, which is quite interesting. Now the card of the spirit. Okay, let's have a look at the spirit card. Revelation with Bharat. So this is about revelation, about a knowing, an understanding, an enlightenment within our own spirit. It's interesting. So mentally it's about how we perceive our prayers. I feel it's how we perceive our prayers. So we look at our body and we look at our first choice. So the body was about our our body was, our first choice was about dreams, right? It was about how we can, in regard to our self-knowledge, right? How we, with our self-knowledge, how we can gain it through our dreams, right? But physically, it's about being aware of our bodies. So maybe it's about dreaming. Maybe we're an understanding in regards to what we're being told in regards to our bodies. And maybe we can work through that with our dreams on some level. Maybe it's about being very conscious of your dreams. There's a deck by Dennis Lynn with Gateway, but she also talks about dreams and stuff. There's a lot of stuff on her website about dreams, and that was very, very interesting. Okay, the other thing, so we're talking about the mind now, and the other choice that we can go with was acceptance, right? But our choice, but our mind is all about the perception of our prayer, how our prayer works in our sense of acceptance. The affirmations, can talk about affirmations, so maybe we're needing to deal with affirmations on a perception level and how we perceive things. So that sort of ties in really, really nicely there. And then we look at the spirit, okay? So we've got the self-knowledge in regards to our attention, and our self-knowledge talks about revelation. So revelation and what's actually going on with our self-knowledge. So interesting. So let's have a look at the cards. So we look through and we see that we have storm, and storm. Okay, there's two air and there's water. So storm seems quite important. Storm is Fugilite, Cerastite and Baronite. So you've got the prayer, illumination and revelation. So in regards to the storm, okay, so the normally does talk about, the storm does talk about the soul heart. Okay, this is the I embrace change. So the storm overall is talking about when storm whirls through your cards, you're being blessed with a time of considerable change and growth. The growth that storm brings is really easy. Ego-based beliefs and ideas may be shattered. Old beliefs that were held dear may become empty of meaning, but this cleansing of obsolete energies is crucial to gaining new levels of deeper understanding and growth. So interesting. So let's see what cards we have in the storm, because that seems really important to start with, because that's the card, that's when we look at the spread, that's the one that's got 3 cards, okay? So that's got the most cards in it, so it seems to be most valuable to your journey right now. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the cards here. We talked about Fulgurite being all chakras. I surrender to my being and life to the higher wisdom and energy of the divine. So that's interesting. So Fulgurite is also about ready to carry your prayers and wishes to the universe. They won't manifest in the usual way. Okay, remember, sometimes when we put things out there, sometimes the universe will provide for us what we actually need, not always what we desire or want. Okay, it can bring renewal and rebirth, which is interesting. Okay, so the next one is Barite. Okay, all chakras again. I allow the divine to inform me of my highest path, and this is coming into your reading today to prepare you for the experience of revelation. Something is about to be revealed that will change the way you perceive your reality and the world. This experience of revelation will enable you to understand the plan that the divine has for you. You know how I talked about not always having what we want or what we desire, but what's important to our actual journey. Sometimes the universe will provide us with something else, and we've got to be ready, our eyes open to understand that and acknowledge that. That's very important. This experience of revelation will enable you to understand the plan that the divine has for you. The curtains will be pulled back and you'll see the inner workings of your situation in a way that you could not have done previously. So some illusions are going to be dispelled You may find you need to surrender cherished beliefs or plans in order to follow your new marching orders. Revelation often requires an abrupt change of direction. However, that change of direction can turn out to be a shortcut and not the detour you fear it to be. Be ready to jump when the universe presents you with the revelatory moment. The right is bringing you the opportunity to receive new guidance and powerful new experiences that will change your paradigm forever. Wow. Okay, interesting. Interesting indeed. This other one here is Sirasite, okay? Again, all chakras. I open myself completely to the illuminating light and knowledge of the divine. The light is dawning. It heralds a dawn, and you can expect the imminent appearance of a much brighter day than you may have experienced of late. Okay? It's bringing you new information and insight that had not previously been available to you. This new perspective will help you to clarify the situation and bring to light that which was hidden. So they really all go in together, don't they? When you think about, things being being revealed, having illumination, and it all becomes from the prayer that things that you may desire or want. Remember, it's reminding you that it may not be what you desire and want that you actually get. It is what is necessary for your journey. Okay, the next one is the wind element. Okay. So let's not worry too much about the wind as an element, but let's look at the cards. Okay, lapis lazuli is third eye and the crown chakras are now open to divine understanding. Okay, so this is asking you to this is an intense time of spiritual learning. This is a period one of initiation into the mysteries of the workings of the infinite. Okay, when lapis lazuli appears, you can be sure that your guides and guiding angels are preparing you for growth and enhanced understanding of your path and purpose on the earth plane. This learning may reveal to you aspects of yourself you were previously unknown to you. Accept this new understanding with joy, for it indicates a new level. So again, it's not what you expect, it's what you need in your journey. Okay? And the other one is Sugilite with dreams. So let's have a look. Again, we've got third eye and crown chakra. I follow my dreams to my highest good. So this is about expanding your vision, imagining new goals and directions for your life. So it's like it's telling you that new things are happening for you. Okay? Things may not be what you expect. There'll be a new direction. You may be receiving through dreams and daydreams. You might find yourself lost. You might find yourself lost in your heart's passion for your goals, but you continue to work towards them out of habit, or you may have accomplished a goal and blown right past the finish line without acknowledgement and celebration. Look at where you've become complacent or even have given up on your goals because they have not yet manifested. The divine is calling you to refocus your vision of your direction and to check to ensure your heart is still invested. So it's sometimes we might think we want something, but the universe then provides us with something new and something exciting, and our spark comes back into life again. Okay, so let's have a look at the last one with acceptance, and this is the water. Okay, so this is the water element with lepidolite. Okay, we've had this before. So this is the heart chakra, and I surrender to divine will and guidance. Lepidolite has appeared to signal to you that the most productive action you can take at this time is that of surrender and acceptance of the divine plan. There are many ways that the universe can work to create miracles in your life. To experience these miracles, you need to recognize when you are being asked to pause and wait for a sign. By opening the receptive side of your nature and practicing acceptance, you are taking yourself out of your own way. Soon, when the universe has put all the pieces in their proper places, you will be signaled to take action again. Lepidolite is telling you to release your present situation to the higher understanding of the universe. There may be some aspect in what you are attempting to create that is not harmonious with the purposes of the divine plan. Offer the situation to the universe. Become receptive to a resolution and accept the guidance that is given to you. Now, aren't they telling you the same thing? Feels like there's a constant message in here to reinforce. It's not always what you desire or want, but what is important to your end result. What is important to your journey? What is of value to you as an individual? It's interesting, isn't it, with what comes out. And when you start reading the book, what messages sort of really are contained in it. Really interesting. I love that connection. I love that there's more and more a real connection between the cards. And it is really about the heart chakra, the third eye, and the crown. So it's really about the upper chakras that we're working on today. Okay. Yesterday's video was a bit more balanced. This one is a bit more focusing on your third eye, on your crown chakra. Okay. It's also a sense of working on all your chakras overall, but these are the most important: your heart, your third eye, your crown, and your heart, and your heart chakra. Okay, it's not really talking much about your throat or self-expression, but it's definitely about opening your heart up, seeing the truth of the situation, and connecting to divine spirit. Even though you do need to remember to stay balanced in all your chakras, they are very important to make sure you stay grounded. Okay, and you are balanced and realigned. Okay, that's really important. So there's another session with the Crystal Alley cards. So don't forget to subscribe, like the video. Don't forget to check out the links on my channel. You can get a private reading. You can see them on Unseen Alley. Okay, or you can see it through my blog, which is really cool. Don't forget you can also check out Make Playing Cards, so that you can see what decks I've created myself. Anyway, that's it for me today. Take care and blessed be, and see you tomorrow.